Hi, I'm gonna represent my case now. It's not really well, this case has a lot of civil rights violated, but it is more in the criminal side. The fact that I think the violation of freedom of speech was violated and it made a big impact on this case, I'm gonna represent it. This is David Medina versus the people in San Diego, California. This case comes from, it started back in the, I think 94, 93, and 95 and 96, 99 was in the 99 and 2000 it hit the courts. That's when Medina got in and they got arrested and got in indictment. Okay, well, Medina grew up in Hilltop area of Chula Vista, and when he was growing up, he was from a gang called Southeast Trece Locos. Medina, in high school, I think he was in middle school or in high school, he decided to do these raps that represented his gang and kind of copied the lyrics or kind of made up other lyrics, and they talk about shootings and different, rival gangs and fake shout outs and all this stuff. Well, when he never thought these raps would come back and haunt him. So when, after a while, I guess, whatever, he grew up and he went to, I guess, after he graduated, he went to Cal State San Diego and graduated and got his degree on social justice. And he was the fair attorney supervisor for San Diego. At that age, 23 years old, he got arrested in indictment with some shootings, regarding some shootings, because some guns that were confiscated from his car ended up coming back traced to some of the shootings and gang involvement that had murder or homicide or whatever you want to say. It's so many different cases that he they were trying to put him all on him. They were trying to make him as the gang leader and all this stuff. Well, the fact that they used those rap tapes, as evidence against him and evidence against some of the shootings, that it triggered him, and it was the violence, that mentality that he had, and to categorize his character. That's what they submit him in court for. And the jury listened to these tapes and they came back and ended up convicting him of 9 consecutive lives to 156 years at the age of 24 in 2001. He went back and appealed on the wrong appeal. He should have appealed on violation of his civil rights of freedom of speech and expression on those raps. And if he would have used that as violation, because they used those as evidence against him to incriminate himself into aftermath gang activity, that to match up his kind of like, it was a submission of the tapes that they kind of use it as to kind of point out that was what he had planned out, kind of like premeditated and stuff like that. The fact that they not, in a rap song, in the lyrics, it can be made believe, it would be your expression, it would be, your freedom of speech, whatever you say in the rap lyrics and stuff like that. Well, he should appeal on that, but he went and appealed on misconduct on the prosecution, and it did not win that well. They still they say that a misconduct of prosecution, it cannot be misconduct of evidence, and so it still did. But he went and appealed on different appeals, and he still got some of his friends out on juvenile sentence. They had to go back and get sentenced in under juvenile court because they were still juveniles when the crimes that they got indictment for were had happened. So he did make sure that all his friends got lesser time. Some of them got time served. Some of them got like 10 months. I think one of them got like 2 or 3 years for murder and first degree, but it was under juvenile. And he ended up getting his lower, I think right now he's doing 20 to life. he still has one more appeal coming up, and hopefully this time he will go on the violation of his civil rights that they violated, and a lot of the evidence they used against him, it was under violation of his civil rights, and hopefully he'll get a fair hearing this time. But like I said, this is a story, and this is the court, and this is about, you know, violation of freedom of speech. And I think anybody in a rap tape should have the freedom to sing or rap whatever they want without later on getting convicted under that kind of lyrics that characterize the person you are. I think a song is sometimes to make it tougher. We say things that we don't really mean, and it shouldn't be used against you, and especially in he thought he was going to become a rapper. So when rappers do that, you know, they do lyrics and it's all fantasy, it's just for stage and it's just for entertainment purpose. And I think his rights were very violated at a very young age, and hopefully one day he'll get, you know, justice and fairness also for those lives that were, you know, those lives that were lost in between the gang violence. You know, they also deserve to get justice on the positive, kind of with the truth and not with lies. I mean, it doesn't bring the person back, but it also honors their life when it's a true sentence and it's a true hearing. So I hope you guys enjoyed my case, and I'll see you guys in class. Bye bye.